The first time I saw the bruise, I thought I'd just bumped into something while sleepwalking. But when you're a single mom running on caffeine and anxiety, you learn to ignore the small stuff. That was until I found a second one, smaller, more defined, almost like a child's handprint gripping my forearm. My daughter, Lily, was sitting cross-legged on the living room floor, whispering to the empty space beside her, and I felt a cold tingle run up my spine. She called her imaginary friend Maya, and I always thought it was cute. Kids need a little magic, right? But lately, I'd wake up with new bruises, each one smaller than the last, as if whoever made them was getting closer. I started to notice other things, too. My reflection lingered just a second too long in the bathroom mirror. Toys moved around the apartment on their own. Sometimes, when I passed Lily's room late at night, I'd hear giggling, two voices, both far too young for the hour. One night, desperate for sleep, I tried locking my bedroom door, but it rattled softly until dawn. When I confronted Lily, she just smiled and said Maya didn't like being locked out. My nerves frayed, I began recording myself while I slept, hoping for answers. On the footage, I saw myself tossing and turning, but around 3 a.m., Lily's door creaked open. She walked in, eyes wide and blank, and stood at the foot of my bed. What made my heart freeze was the small, shadowy figure behind her, barely visible, except for the outline of thin, grasping hands. The hands reached out, pressing into my skin, and with every touch, my body seemed to twitch. The next morning, Lily hugged me tightly and whispered, "She's almost done borrowing your skin, Mommy." I went to the library that day, desperate to find anything about children and their imaginary friends. Buried in an old folklore book, I found a story about a spirit who needed a vessel to return, one that could only be prepared by a child's invitation, shaped and softened each night. Tonight, as I lie in bed, I can feel the little hands again, colder and more determined. I don't think I'll wake up as myself tomorrow. If you're watching this and your child has an imaginary friend, check your skin for bruises. And listen closely to what your child whispers at night.